Hi everybody, and welcome to another journaling video. In this video I am going to be decorating the last few pages in my March journal. This is going to be the pages that finish up what I need for my March journaling, and the supplies that I'm using are, it's kind of funny, I had pulled them out and were using them for another project. I don't even remember when, it was months ago, but there's lots of florals. And I figured it was kind of appropriate because here spring has bloomed and there's just a lot of really pretty things happening, and I thought it was appropriate to sort of document that sort of change in the season for us here locally with some very pretty floral layouts. And yeah, I don't remember what these were for, like what project I was working on them with. It could have been another journaling challenge. I have no idea. But I really liked them, like I said, so I went ahead and pulled them out and used them for this. I think I'm doing 3 full layouts. If I can remember, this was filmed quite a long time ago, and if I'm honest, today is April 1st, and I haven't touched my March journal since the 5th of March. So I've got quite a bit of catch up to do. All the pages are decorated for me to do that, which is one of the reasons why I pre-decorate everything, so that when I have the chance, I can sit down and journal. But March was madness for me, and I know that like it seems like March is kind of crazy for everybody, but it's especially wild for me. We have 2 birthdays in March. We have a lot of extracurricular activities. We spend a lot of time outside of the house in March because the weather is really, really nice. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. There's no humidity yet. And so we just spend a lot of time outside of the house. But not only were we like physically busy, Cullen also got sick at the beginning of the month. I was out of town for 5 days with my eldest child. I took him on a birthday trip to North Carolina, and I had a lot of Patreon stuff. I was working on 2 different projects for Patreon. I also was working on 2 different physical products for my Etsy shop, my notepad and my 4th Traveler's Notebook insert. And then I had to do the launches for those and ship everything, and I only can work during nap time, which is like 2 hours a day. So, yeah, I just didn't have time to do anything. And by the time everybody went to bed at night, I was crashing, and it just didn't leave a lot of personal time for me. So I'm fully acknowledging that I did not stay up to date in my journaling pages for March. I'm not even sure I'm going to do a March journal flip through, just because I mean, you guys have seen most of the journaling videos for them, so you know what most of the pages look like, and it's almost embarrassing, I guess, to have to flip through a completely empty notebook. I just want to note on the screen right there, there was a piece of ephemera that was a little bit too thick for what I wanted to use it for, so I just peeled the layer off. This is pretty common with a lot of paper products. If you feel like something is just a little bit too thick, you can easily just peel a layer away and thin it out a little bit. I do this a lot, especially with chipboard items, but this was a cardstock and I was able to peel a layer away really easily, and I love doing that. But yeah, another project that I'm working on, like I said, I had 2 physical product launches. I'm also preparing for my first in-person event. I was asked by a local event coordinator here if I wanted to be part of a small business, small maker event, and I said yes. It's my first one, so I'm also preparing for all of that as well. And it's just crazy, you guys. It's been a crazy month. I've loved it, and I hope to document it as best as I can, but yeah, it's going to be a while. But the other project that I'm working on that I am going to share, and I'm super pumped about it, is that I did start a totally new, I used my 4th Traveler's Notebook, the one that I just launched a couple days ago. I used it for my North Carolina trip with my oldest child, and it's just like a travel journal, and I know you guys love those, and I don't know if I'm going to film any process videos for it because it's an already decorated notebook. That's the beauty of the notebooks that I make. They're already pre-decorated. And so all I'm doing is just writing all the words in and adding a few pieces of memorabilia and ephemera that I came into contact with while we were there. But once that's finished, and that is definitely a priority for right now, once that's finished, and I hope to have it finished in the next couple of days, I will share a flip through of that. I know that that is always really fun to see people's travel journals and all the things, but I'm really excited for this particular insert. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I really let my personality speak through, and it was just a tribute to me and my style and where I am in my life and the things that I love and the things that are important to me. And so I think maybe that's why this particular insert is a little bit special to me, because every layout has like a secret hidden message that speaks to my life and the things that I love, and I'm so happy to be able to share that with all of you. So I'll leave everything you need down below to find that. Not that this is like a shameless plug or anything. I mean, it totally is a shameless plug, but I'm not here to sell them to you. I just can't wait to share the end product with you. So for this particular layout, I wanted to use that stamp, and the ink that I used was very dark, and it sort of reminded me to try to stay in those dark black and white colors. And so I had a lot of supplies in the pile that I was using that like were perfect for the black and white theme. And so I just went ahead and went for a black and white theme. I don't know how often I'll do this in the future because I love color and I love life, and I just really felt like, as pretty as this layout was, and it wasn't like lacking in texture and life, it just doesn't speak to me, I guess. And so yeah, I don't know if I'll do that again, but it was fun to do for this particular video. I'm just going to cover up that ink that came through the notebook with some sticker paper, and then I'm peeling a layer off of this other paper. So I think this came from a Your Creative Studio kit, but I'm just creating some layers in an effort to hide that ink, but also create an intentional place to, you know, do my little cluster thing. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing well and enjoying the beginning of spring. I hope that you're making plans to do all the fun things. I think I'm going to take a little break. March was really crazy, and so Mama just needs a break. I need to get caught up with all my chores. My husband was really, really sweet, and while I was away, he surprised me by redoing our kitchen, and by redoing it, I mean like he redid all of our cabinetry, like he repainted everything, and it's amazing. Our kitchen is very dark for some reason. There's no natural light that easily flows through our kitchen, and we have black countertops and dark wood floors, and our cabinets were dark brown as well, and so it was just very dark in the middle of the house. So he repainted them bright white, and they look amazing, but the house was a wreck when I got home, so I've been doing chores nonstop since I got home. But yeah, I hope that everybody is doing well and enjoying their spring. I think this is definitely going to be it for the video. I hope that you have enjoyed this final March journaling video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. Hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed already. And if you are interested in any of the things I was talking about, I will make sure all of the information is in the description box below. The description box is always full of fun information, so I hope that you will make sure to check that out every video. That's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time, and yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.